So 350 for Abakaliki. Apibo North 200. Ebonyi local government is 2,100. How many development center? 4. Which means it's 500 each. Is that correct? The coordinators designate. Are you here? Can you be upstanding? Which one will we withdraw in nothing? We will not. All the development center coordinators designate. Are you there? I'm sure you're hearing me. I will not appoint you if I don't get this endorsed by stakeholders of that development center. If your day before now, 13 of you, your own will be shaken if you don't do this. The house, do you approve? Approve. The house, do you approve? Approve. About local government. Igbo local government is so small. Oh, okay. Igbo is 1,804. How many development center? 6. That's 300. Each coordinator. Is the coordinator designate for? Is it Igbo North? Igbo North. Igbo North. Are you here? I'm writing to the house to suspend, to withdraw you until I see you and your other contestant this evening with party chairman and the results of that ward with local government party chairman and local and LG party chairman award this evening by 7. So when we finish, we now approach speaker. Igbo has 483. How many development centers? 3 divided by 500 or 470 is 190, 200 each coordinator. Ohozara is 1,225. How many do we have? 5. 1,200 divided by 245. So you make it 250 each development center. Now I want you to know that every development center that we meet their target in honesty will be given, the sum of 2 million naira. 2 million. And that will be, the coordinators will take 1 million, then the stakeholders of the local government of the developed this will take 1 million. So it is going to be a collective thing, But if I check and you align, then we put all our jobs on the line. We want to do everything to remove those that would have killed us when we are much younger. Let's remove them from the streets. That child you are trying to train to draw out from ghetto, that child may have been the one that would take your life, God forbid, or that of your children. So I want us to take this thing very, very seriously. So when the house finish the screening, I'm sure they will be asking you how you are going to get this number of out-of-school children. You will bring a written document on how you supervise the primary health centers, making sure you have analysis of your development center in terms of the number of staff, their grades, the number of patients, the cleanness of the place. They will ask you for the schools under you, develop the district under you. If it's possible, those who have been appointed have to go and do rescreening, because this one will be tough. Otuntai, in origin, yes. Obuku has 1,999. How many development center? 8. 2,000 divided by 8, is it 250? Huh? 250. So that is what the people will bring on each other. It's 1,574. 5. So 350. So which means that when we get these people, that is the time when we give them school bags free. We give them shoes free of charge, dress free of charge. We buy the complete books. You understand? So if we aggregate all this, then we will buy the books, buy the shirts, about 4 sets of shirts, and then put everything, and then when you are doing the documentation, you must tell us the father's name, the village, the community, the ward, and then tell us the school is being registered, because we must verify. Please do not use our children that are taking common entrance that are entering into, JSS 1 or primary 1. Is that correct? Now, it's not finished. Another trouble. There are some of our people that have reached the adulthood, but they are not literate. We have adult vocational education under SA Stella Wago. Is she here? Yes. So we want you to give us 50-50 names per development center of these people, so that we will be able to see how we encourage them. She has done fantastically very well in that. Our illiteracy level is still the highest in Southeast. But we have to fight it. So we need 50 names of adults who will attend this school. Not finished. We want you to profile all our farmers. All the farmers. Profile them. One is separately a different program to get some of our farmers, 100, and send them to agri-vocational college, where they can improve. They may stay 6 months, improve on their learnings on how to do modern agriculture. At the end of the day, they will get empowerment to go and continue what they have learned. Lastly, there are some of our boys that maybe the person has gotten beyond the age of junior secondary school, JSS, or did not even attend school but has passed the age of even starting primary or secondary school. Some of them are gifted. They are gifted. They can build caterpillar with cartons. They can build electric bulbs and so on and so forth. We have school for them, skill vocational school. It is in Centenary City. We will make them to acquire the right education and also improve the gift of God in them. When they finish the SASME, working very hard to collect such people and empower them to set up their own. In this vocational school, we are also training civil engineers, all shades of engineers, who have gone to school, but they did not acquire the practical skill. We are retraining them. In this school, we are training people to be able to do ceiling. I have so much work now available, but no subcontractors to do them. There are too many ceilings to be done at the international market. There are too many ties to be laid. There are too many terrazzo work to be done. There are too many shutter rollers got to be done. Concrete works. And so if anybody has any skill in this area, he can go to international market, which is here, and you get work. So when people write me, please help me to pay the school fees of my children, I just laugh. Because anybody that is not lazy in Ebonyi State will always survive. Our money is all within us. No capital flight. If you go to the mall that you are trying to finish, you see a lot of electrical works, you see a lot of concrete works, you see a lot of ceiling work, tiling work. But our people are not trained in these areas. And that's why we have vocational college. We want to train these people. We even have opportunity for boarding school there. This is very important. So these are the jobs for qualification of a coordinator to be made. So you can see that some people will be made in October, some people will be confirmed in November, some people will be confirmed in December, some people will be 2023, you know. And the moment we confirm you, brand new Hyundai is waiting for you and your wife. So this is the attraction. And there is it's non-negotiable at all. I'm directing that the House of Assembly, any development center therefore, together with the party and National Assembly members and ESCO, should be able to organize stakeholders meeting to see that this happens. This is very vital. Even if ESCO are not their food dragon or House is food dragon or National Assembly or party, you alone should take the initiative and organize stakeholders meeting of each development center to watch this and ensure that it happens. There's our South Ishelu and there's our North. I'm waiting for the submission. Where the thing there now? Or is it after? To the office. Toje? Maybe in the office. Okay, just multiply and let the people know what they are to do. Divide by 4. 1, 5. Wow, that's a lot. 750. Yes. They have a lot of work to do. You must be able to snap the father and the son, you know. Yes, you must snap it. Or guardian. You must snap them and put the phone number of the father, the village, and then the teacher where you go to register. You snap again, which means you drag the father or guardian to the school. You, the teacher, the father wants snapshot. Bam! It's here now one corner of this. It's here another one, it's here another one. It's here, at the end of the day, you have this. You go, so we have a file that we can give to Ndi Abuja if they come, and it's foolproof too because we can call the phone number of teacher. Or we call the phone number of the father, because we will also be able to follow up. Those in support say aye. Say that they agreed. Yes. Use your phone. Don't photograph anything. Just your phone. When you finish, you send your phone to computer. You edit it, send it to computer, and then it will now put everything in square box. You know, maybe some people may have a booklet of 200 sheets, 100 sheets, and that's why we are giving you money. The money we are giving to you is to offset petrol, offset phone calls, offset the binding, the photograph, and so on and so forth. You know, that will not be the end of the money that will come to you, because together with state government, we still monitor these children to make sure that they don't come out of school. Is it agreed? So we start getting now the management committee is 8 per development center. Some development centers, have 2 wards. Some have 4. So what you do is that if you have one development center, one ward, you now share the 8 management committee into villages or communities. Okay? Then if you have 2, you share it into 2, but 50% of management committee must be women. 50% must be women. If you don't do it like that, we will turn it down. We already have a committee of the party, the house, the ESCO that are in charge. So I would like them to continue the collection of these TAs, STAs that will be appointed by the stakeholders of the ward. Do not cross over to another ward. Even if you are a community spread into 2 wards, concern yourself with where you are casting your vote. Is that okay? All the designates are permitted to be stakeholders. All the development coordinator designate, TAs, STAs, whatever, are permitted to be. The ESCO has today approved the proposed salaries of the EAs that are within our power to approve. This one, Logo House. We've agreed that the executive assistant, you are not ESCO members, so executive assistants, total salary 150,000, total take home 100,000 salary, 50,000 overheads. STAs 120,000 take home, 80,000 salary, 40,000 overheads. TAs 100,000, 70,000 salary, 30,000 overheads. So the management committee salary remains the same. That of the liaison officers will be remanaged so that it can spread to everybody. And the liaison officers, when you are appointing them, they are basically for the community agricultural program. And the good thing is that we know everybody by the ward. So if ESCO member is there and the ward is not doing well in agriculture, you are the one that will be appointing the liaison officers, one widow and the one person. If you allow me, I would say preferably a very well-known farmer. But now young people now go appoint to. Unless women that are widows, I don't mind their age. But the other one, we must give youth opportunity. Every time for this stage, we've got to struggle with our fathers to allow the youth also to exist. No, be so? Now waiting. Shouldn't the youth exist? This government is government of the youth, for the youth, by the youth, sustained by the youth, ascension by the youth, continuity by the youth. No, be so? If you are not strong and young, you cannot match what the local government chairmen are doing, or the commissioners, or the governor. No, be so? So we must catch them young. So that's where we are. So by this, we are launching our government, both e-government and auto, pilots. So everybody knows what he's supposed to be doing. When you are cleared by the house, you are cleared by the stakeholders, and you bring your clearance certificate with the documentation. Not only that you will get money to start, life, but you will also get your appointment. So we will be inaugurating people as the situation demands. Let me warn the TAs, EAs, and the STAs. If you are not ready to work, do not take the appointment. It will no longer be business as usual. Do not take the appointment. Once in a while, we will invite the EAs to ESCO to see the shape of ESCO, as we prepare them for leadership. Not so? So that is the essence of this meeting. In summary, we have given responsibilities to all the stakeholders. In development center, we agree that meeting will be once in a month compulsorily. And we've directed that the TAs are going to be nominated 2 per ward and 1 per ward by the party, 2 by the stakeholders. And the 2, 1 must be a woman. And that the liaison officers will be reviewed by the House of Assembly when we write them, so that we have a widow as liaison officer and a woman, as such. Thank you. Then we agree that this liaison officer will be principally responsible for promotion of agriculture. And we agree that anybody taking an appointment must have a minimum of 1 hectare of land that is busy, not an idle land. Busy. You can do another thing other than farming, but we need to know what you are doing. Second address, not be so? The movement of building material and the Abapa market irrevocably must be on 15th of October. I'm not seeing signs that they are moving, but from 1st of October they will begin to see signs that I'm coming. This is very important. Very important. If anything delays my coming, maybe because I'm going to somewhere with the president between 2nd and 4th. I won't tell you where because I don't know how many of you are IPOP members. Before you start chasing me, since you say make I don't cross Nigeria, so make I the hide they go now. So definitely all appointees will be heading to building material and Abapa with youth assembly or designates from the 16th of October. We will go and occupy. Is that okay? ESCO will be happening there. DC will be happening there. Chairman's meeting, everything will be happening there. And we'll do cleanup. It's agreed. You were not there. Is that correct? Tell them to start making movement. I offer lot 2 and 3 free of charge. If you want to take 20 shops, take free of charge for 1 year. If you are going to lot 1, you will stay there 6 months before you start paying. Of course you pay in arrears, but it will be spread. So anybody who doesn't want to move is looking for our trouble. Some of you get market there and you're sponsoring resistance indirectly, but I serve all of you. The first shop I will break into will be your shops. So make you know, say I know. So that is where we are. That is where we are. Out of school children, very important. It is certificate for certification of our coordinators. plus vocational, plus agric, plus adult. The floor is now open for comments, questions, and so on and so forth. But remember, so far we have appointed 385. 171 by 3 is 31, is 513, plus 485. 385, this is 8, this is 9. We're almost, by doing this, we are at 900 EAs, STAs, and TAs, 900. So the floor is open.
Going on, and of course convened by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer Dr.
Okay, vote of thanks.
David.
Is there anybody that wants to talk, please? Besta, you want to talk? Oh, you talk now. Give her. You don't want to talk. Vote of thanks.
We are coming to the last lap of the meeting.
Your Excellency, the most hard-working governor of Nigeria as that on record today. Your Excellency, with due respect on behalf of the Ebonyi State, we can never thank you enough. You are so pragmatic, and as I will always say, you are a university, and after these 8 years, many Ebonyans must have obtained their master's degree from the Devuma University. Because those who have ears are hearing, and those who will never hear will never hear. But I want to assure Your Excellency that majority of the people are going to hear, Your Excellency, and we do what you wish, so that generations yet unborn will remember you for all this gigantic effort. On behalf of the Ebonyi people, General Your Excellency, I say may God bless you and thank you very much.
That's the State Commissioner for Special Projects.
National Anthem.
Thank you very much.
And that's
Please remember 7 p.m. if you are involved in the meeting with His Excellency the Governor of Osman Lapam. Please take note.
And that's how we have come to the end of the live broadcast of this very important meeting convened by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer Dr. David Mweze Umahi, at the International Conference Center at Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. Of course, the meeting is an expanded one and involved members of the State House of Assembly, the ESCO members, principal officers of the State Executive Council, and other government officials from the local governments and development centers, including senior staff of the Universal Basic Education Board, Ebonyi State. On behalf of the Director General of EBBC, Engineer Timothy Mwachi, the Director Engineering Services, also of EBBC, Engineer Chukuno Nyelongu Tobo, Comrade Chukuma Onwe of the Radio Services Directorate, and that of the Television Directorate, Chukwemeka Ubo, all of them members of management and staff of EBBC, and very importantly, members of the OB crew, Sunday Ndukwe Thomas Otu, Ndubisi Ogodo Ushe Eze. My name is Emenike Ogalago, and of course from my colleague Sandra, we thank you very much, saying a very wonderful evening for being part of the live broadcast of this meeting. We now hand over the baton to our colleague at our home base studio, number 96 in Kaliki Road, Abakaliki, for the continuation of our programs on today's broadcast. Once again, good evening. God bless you. Bye for now.